What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. So the schedule's gonna look like this. Tuesday, our Pice is tough. Wednesday, doing time with others. And Thursday, Purdue Woods, i.e. San Bernardino County. That's what it's gonna look like. Today, I wanna do a little bit of a quirky video. I got the doing time with Pice, I got the Our Pice is Tough video done. All the notes are done. But today I just feel like going in a different direction. I feel like doing something a little bit quirky. It was kind of funny. And so I'm just going to do this video. And I hope you enjoy it. But have you ever heard of faded effect bias? Faded effect bias. It's a phenomenon in which your brain only remembers the good of a situation. Does not remember the bad. After 3, 4 months, 6 months. That's why you can look back on some crazy ex with love in your heart. And when it comes to crazy ex, I had the worst of the worst. I had this ex, she covered all the bases, made sure she did me just real hella dirty, covered all the bases. For instance, I got locked up, she cheated on me right away and got pregnant. And then when I got out parole, she's like, look what we did. Got a bun in the oven, go, your name on it, buddy. Tried to play it off like it was mine. I ran with it, delivered, it wasn't. Went to prison, had a DNA test. It wasn't mine, of course it wasn't. She told on me. Stabbed one of her new boyfriends because he walked up punching me in the back of the head and it was a bunch of bullshit, but I stabbed him. When he's in the hospital, the cops go and say, who stabbed you? He said, I cannot tell you. Go ask my old lady. She's in the waiting room wearing red shorts. Ask her, she'll tell you. And that's my ex. Cops went and asked her and she told. And I got busted for it. What else she do? Oh, she's in my pad one day. And she wanted to leave. But didn't tell me, hey, give me a ride out here. Whatever, I want to leave. I'm ready to go. So she just calls herself a ride. Having to call up some of my enemies up. Kept my house on the down low. These fools definitely didn't know where I lived. Calls them up. Tells them where I live. Next thing I know, I got fools in my front yard with bats. It's a crazy scene. She was crazy broad. But I look back and think, she was a sweetheart, wasn't she? Kind of like her. She's cool. And I know what she's doing now because I went to a men's home and I heard she was in county jail. It was part of ICDTP. I did the 60 days in county jail. Got out, had to go to a 30-day in-treatment facility. I was there like a week. Met this dude. Done a lot of prison time. And I hooked him up. I said, hey, write my homegirl. She's in county jail. It was my ex. And they ended up getting married and having a couple kids. I guess they're still together doing good. And I bumped into him years after that, like 5 years after that. And I say, hey, what's up, bro? How's your old lady? How is she? And I don't want to say her name. And he got all, how do you know my old lady, bro? Trying to bow up. I said, dude, I introduced you guys, you freaking idiot. Hello? You don't remember me? Just call me Mr. Cupid. How do you know my old lady, you idiot? How do you think you met her? Be that as it may. So, but even after all the bullshit we went through, I still look back and go, she was a cool broad. I even find myself missing prison. I look back on prison with fond memories and I think, good times, man. I mean, the only time I ever pissed my pants from laughing was in prison, county jail. I mean, I can remember times sitting out the homeboys just cutting it up and just laugh your ass off. Have a good time. Pinochle. I love Pinochle, but Pinocle's only fun in prison. I've tried playing out in the streets. It doesn't work. But a game of 4-man Pinochle in the pen, there's nothing like it. You can sit and do it all day long. You get in a dorm, you literally play Pinochle from breakfast to dinner. Time flies like that. Love it. How about reading a book? Dude, there's nothing like getting lost in a good book, man. Can't do it out here, though. I'm in prison, forget about it. Up on your rack with a cup of coffee with a good book. Dude, put a fork in me. I'm done, homie. This is awesome. Be that as it may. So I look back with fond memories on prison and go, gee, that's kind of cool. Good times, I miss it. But no! Actually sucked ass. I was always in there with like a pit in my stomach. Grrr. I remember one time being at Wasco Recession. We're working in the kitchen. Now, when you work in the kitchen, you don't want to eat the bullshit that all the other inmates are eating. There's bomb-ass food in the freezer. I don't know if that's for the blue room, they call it, the room where all the cops eat out of, the correction officers. I guess they have a room where they can go eat. I don't know what all this cheesecake and this steak and all this real expensive meat is doing in this prison inmate freezer. But there it is, mixed in with the rice and beans, the bomb shit. So when you work in the kitchen, you don't want to eat, like I said, what everyone else is eating. You'll get the free staff, break us off some of that bomb meat. So when our shift is over, we can make up something good. And so he was doing that. The free staff was hooking this up. He would give it to this wood. And the wood would take it, and he would give the Pice some, the black some. And the Woods and Southsiders would have theirs, and we'd all go to our own little areas and cook our food, eat, and then go back to the cells. But that wood paroled, the wood went to another prison. So then this black dude was like in charge, was like the head lead. Then he would go get the meat, and he would just cook it. Cook it all in one shot, all of it up, and go, okay, come eat, bring your fork, it's ready. But wait a minute, we can't eat after you, brother. We can't eat what you cook, and you know this. So it's causing a big bunch of shit because now we're stuck eating the freaking State food. We want him to break it in half, not cook it. So the dude who's in charge said, next time that dude goes in there and just grabs the meat from the free staff, it's on. So the next day, we go, our shift's over, and I'm kind of looking back in the freezer, and I see how black dude go in the freezer with the free staff, come walking out with the meat. Stomach seems like it's always in there. It's always in a pit. Something's always happened. Like, what now? Remember when I was at Corcoran, I had a month of the pad. There's a black dude, a lifer, from Bakersfield. I got $100 worth of heroin from him. I own a house out there on the streets. I'm renting it out to one of my homeboys for $600 a month. I have someone go by in there and collect the rent. So that person with my $600 a month should be able to take care of my bills easily that I run up in prison. So I didn't really have no debt. I just went and got this $100 paper and I told my people, hey, paid this $100. But their mindset was, wait a minute. He's getting out in a month. We don't want him using in there. We're just not going to, we're not going to, he's going to need that money when he gets out. We're not going to put his money into no more drugs in prison. He's coming home. But wait a minute. What you're not remembering is it's like, I'm not asking you to buy it. I've already bought it. I bought it. It's already in my, I've already used it. You're just having to pay for it. You're having to pay the debt. So you can't say, no, wait a minute. Let's not pay it. He needs to quit wasting his money. He needs to sober up, time to come home. Too late. And they couldn't get that through their thick skull. I would talk to him on the cell phone. Did you pay him yet? No, we really think you should just quit using. But I already used it. It's a debt. This dude's tripping. They're not going to let me walk out this yard without that debt hanging. Yeah, but we really think you should stop using. What? So finally, man, I would call, dude, and I was just, go meet. It was even too late. I was getting ready to leave in a week. It was too late for even to mail the money. Now he's talking about your people got to meet my people. I got him on the phone and said, you have to go meet his daughter at Fast Strip on White Lane, pay the $100 a day or it's a rap ski for me. Okay. And that night at dinner, that dude served dinner. So I'm in my cell and I heard the dinner cards come in. Grrr. I look down, sure enough, he's there. Grrr. He's not giving me no eye language or not one of these when he sees me. Grrr. So dude, my stomach is always in some kind of pit. Man, that's probably why I have stomach issues these days. But yeah, I do have the nerve sometimes to look back and go, prison was pretty cool. Fuck no, it wasn't, man. But, do you know when faded effect bias does not work? FAB, it's known as, faded effect bias. It doesn't work, on a job. I've never looked back and thought, you know that 8-hour fucking shift I pulled last year? That was bomb. That was so dope. I mean, I showed up like tired and cold. I busted my ass all day. Like, I want to relive it. That was great. No, it does not work. I don't miss any job I ever had. Maybe some coworkers, but that doesn't mean I'm a slacker. Doesn't mean I hate work. In fact, and this is real talk right here, every job I've had, pretty much, I've never had anybody be able to keep up to me. I outwork everybody. It's not like I show up trying to be like a kick-ass worker. No, it's what it is, the way my mind works. When I get a task given to me, I just lock in, don't think of nothing else, just do it. Just head down, just go. And I end up outworking everybody and just kicking ass and just get a lot done. My brain just wants to do this task. It got to the point, I was working with these carpenters in Porterville, remodeling a motel, and there's an ongoing joke. Whenever we would leave the motel and go out to lunch somewhere and we go to a store to get gas, pull up the truck in the parking lot, they'd say, now Kris, don't get out and start sweeping the parking lot while we're in the store. Ongoing joke. Because at work, I'm always sweeping. If there's not something to do, if they're bringing over more wood or something, I'm not just going to stand there and be like, yeah. Oh, you did what, homeboy? You bought your old lady another shirt? Oh, because the other one's too small. I don't care about all that. I'm sleeping. I don't care about what you did yesterday, what you had for dinner last night. I'm going to be working, moving, get through my motherfucking day. So I outwork everybody. I kick ass. It doesn't mean I like it. And, hang on, man. So I'm going to be going to work soon. I mean, I just graduated from school. That's kind of the plan. But it does not mean I'm looking forward to it, especially since it's cold outside. What? I woke up this morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning to go get Rockstar. Yep, back to drinking Rockstars. I don't give a fizzuck. Anyway, I'm going to get a Rockstar and it was ice cold out there. Ice on my car. I had to wash out the windshields with a hose. I had a freaking jacket and a hoodie and a beanie and gloves and a scarf. And I was thinking to myself, I'm going to be out here working this shit pretty soon. Crazy. It's cold. It's ice-ass cold out there, man. And I sweat. I don't want to get hold of myself. That is why. Hang on. My notes are just a fucking jumbled up mess right now, man. You see me keep looking up because I'm kind of going off memory. Then I'm getting to the part of the next story and it's like, what'd you write there, Splinter? Make it where I can read it. Anyway, I'm not looking forward to going out working in the cold because I sweat like a turkey at Thanksgiving, homeboy. Can you imagine a turkey at Thanksgiving? He probably wakes up Thanksgiving morning. He's like, what's that, dog? Like, have you seen the farmer around? He's carrying his axe. There's got to be a trip. I sweat like a Thanksgiving turkey, homeboy. A turkey on Thanksgiving Day. And if it's 50 degrees outside I'm working, I'll be sweating in 50 degrees. I just sweat. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's that stupid ass methadone. I don't know why that freaking methadone makes you sweat like that. I hate it. And they don't give no warning. They're just like, hey, take this for your detox symptoms. And you're going to be sweating like a motherfucker. Huh? Oh, this right here, do you take it, drink it for your detox symptoms? And you're going to be sweating like a motherfucker. Wait, what was that? Oh, you're going to be sweating like a motherfucker. Sorry, we didn't want to tell you, but... And they ain't lying. Dude, you sweat like a son of a bitch on that stuff. I hate it. I knew this stripper. And she had told me, I was talking to her one time, and she's getting ready to go strip, and I was at her pad, and she was trying to put makeup on. She's on methadone. She's like, I can't even put on my methadone because I can't even put on my makeup because the methadone is making me sweat so bad. And she's really complaining, almost worked up to, like, tears. Like, she had to go to work. She wanted to go strip and do the damn thing. She could not put on the makeup for all the sweat. And I couldn't feel her pain. Like, I don't put on makeup, and I've never done methadone at time, so I was like, oh, I know, huh? Which is like kind of like a stop, come back. Like, if I don't really know what the hell to talk about, and I don't want further explanation or confirmation. Oh, I know, huh? But then later on, I took methadone, started sweating, and I fucking thought back to what she said. And I was like, damn, now I feel her pain. Because trip on this. I had this job where I was working on a drilling rig. A little bullshit rig. We did water wells, and like when big drilling rigs drill for that oil, they need a little pilot hole. So we'll go in there and bust out some little chicken shit 80-foot hole. The big drilling rigs come in, handle the business, or we do little pumps for farmers. So it's a two-man crew. It's a driller and a helper. The driller puts the bucket in, brings it out. The helper empties the bucket. But I was getting low on hours, so I went out with a two-man crew. So there's three of us. Don't really need three people, but I went to get some hours. So the first part of the day, you had the one driller and two helpers. I helped the driller for like, the first 3 hours, emptying the bucket, and I'm working up a sweat. Nice and sweaty. And it was cold, and it was windy, but the rig was kind of blocking my wind. I'm standing at my little nest area, not really feeling the wind, not really tripping on the sweat, because I'm working, I'm moving it, But then, after about 3 or 4 hours, the other helper, who was standing there watching us, it was his turn to work. So he gets up there, and I stand there, now I'm just standing there. 50 degrees, and windier than shit, and I'm wearing a soaking-ass sweat shirt. And I'm just cold, miserable, kill me! Shoot me in the face, do it now! Like, dude, it was probably the worst day of my life. I could not stand it, just miserable standing there in the wind with a soaking wet shirt. It was miserable as hell. I hated it. So I don't know, man. What I'm trying to say is I want to remove all of my... I'm down to remove all my sweat glands. If there was a... If they did a surgery that was experimental and it came along, like, we're doing an experimental surgery. I'm going to try ripping out some sweat glands. We've never done it before. We're not sure if it'll work. I was like, okay, I'll go first. Are you at least a doctor? So you kind of know what you're doing, but I'm down. Put his shirt off, or what are you going to give me a gown, butt naked on the bed? What do you want? What do I got to do? Can I keep my socks on? Tear these sweat glands out. If you came up with a concoction and said, here, drink this, it'll get rid of all your sweat. What was that? Horse piss. I'd be going, fuck, damn. Okay, but I'm done. I hate the sweat. I can't stand it, man. And I noticed it has been getting better since I've been dropping. My dose has been getting a little bit better. And there was those pills, too. They say that you can take the pills. They're like $50. What are they called? Damn, Derek was telling me about them the other day. I can't remember these pills, but the pills promise it'll cut out the sweat. It's for people on methadone. It has like if you're on methadone, take these pills. They're $50. What I didn't like about them, they're huge, dude. Like, I was a choking hazard. I thought I was almost going to die. I'd need the Heimlich. But then I decided to break them in half, and it was a little bit better. But you don't even feel nothing. Then like, oh, we got to use them for a month. So we're trying to say I got to buy 2 months worth, and after the first, I just bought I don't know. But I might go try again. Get rid of the sweat. I'm not looking forward to going out there and sweat, man. But, yeah. Pretty much, right? But, trip on this, man. I'm just looking at my notes. So, how do you guys feel? We had a bomb-ass 2-hour live the other day. I'm going to do that again, probably real soon. I remember I went to work for this temp serve one time. I got out of my oilfield job. Got laid off. No, the company went under. And it's funny because they did not want to hire me. They did not want to hire me. That oilfield job was my first job after I got clean and sober. Because all the years of running around doing prison, I didn't work. Maybe a little bit with my cousin on the table, some AC work. But no, dude, I'm scanning on parole, doing drugs, running around. I didn't work. Then finally, when I got cleaned up and sober, I'm like, dude, I'm going to be a big boy. I'm going to be like a regular, like an adult, dude, and go get a freaking job. And there's this company called NTS, an oilfield company that everyone wants to do when you're fresh out of prison, when you first get clean, when you're in AA and NA, and you're to the fucking curb, go work at NTS. Or just go to the oilfields, period. Everyone knew that over the years. You get out of prison, go to oilfields. They don't care. Hire anybody. You just got to be a hard worker, and they'll take everybody. But times are changed, dude. It's not like that no more. And this company, NTS, was on a hiring surge, dude. Oil was so expensive, they're hiring anybody. Anybody come out there to hire you. They had the camera ads. This magazine, they even ran an ad in camera ads. So hirings, everybody come out. I knew people were getting jobs to do. I blasted out there. Put application in, met the guy. Everyone else is going to do drug tests. You give him, okay, thanks for your application. Go take this drug test. To me, he's like, all right, you'll hear from us. I was like, you'll hear from us. Wait a minute. Everyone else got a drug test. He's like, oh, I know, we're going to review your application. I was like, you think I'm going to get the job? You'll hear from us. I'm like, fuck, man. So I went out, I was like, what the tripping on? And there's this guy I know who owns an AC business. And I always use him as like a reference. And he'll literally say like, yeah, I just laid Kris off. He's been with me for a year. I just, so I can have like, looks like I've been working. Plus he'll give me a good reference. So I called him up. I'm like, this company might be calling you. I'm trying to get a job. I told him you laid me off a couple weeks ago and I got this experience. So it's company. I go, NTS. He's like, oh, dude, the owner of the company NTS, I'm actually putting in his AC in his house right now. I go, oh, really? Okay. So I walk back in and tell that guy, I gave him my application. I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, man, that a good friend of mine is actually putting in the AC of the owner of this company's house. So keep that in mind as you review my application. And I know a few people out there. He's like, all right, cool, with my application. I'll remember that. Went home, no hire, homeboy with the physic. And got like a letter in the mail. 3 weeks later. Not a good fit, they say. But the reason why they did that to me, because right at that time, this dude got out of prison, went to work for another little oilfield outfit called PCL, which I went there too. He's all tatted back and shit, just gets out of prison, welder's helper. He's working with his welder, and it's like his first, second day on the job. He tells the welder, let me borrow your phone. The welder gives him the phone, he starts arguing with his old lady. No, fuck you. They start arguing. And the welder's like, give me my phone back. Dude's like, no. Finally, he hits the welder in the head with a pipe wrench, takes the company truck, and just takes off, steals it. They find him. Cops have to find him at some golf course somewhere. He just flipped out on the job site. And everyone's like, dude, well, duh, dude's crazy as fuck. He just got out of prison. Like, so then after, he ruined it for everybody. He ruined it for all the columnists. Because they started after that saying, maybe we shouldn't be hiring all these dudes fresh out of prison. A little crazy on theirs. But, be that as it may, man. Where the fuck am I at my notes? But after that job, I ended up going to work there, though. Because at weird turn of events, I ended up knowing someone, a welder. And he was working there, and they're like, fuck, they won't hire me for nothing. He's like, dude, they're hiring everybody. I was like, not me. He's like, it's a test. He's like, I'll have a talk. He went up there and talked. So then the next day, they called me, and I went up there. And they literally said they're going to hire me, but dude, they told the welder, you're responsible for him, though. What? You can make someone responsible for me? They're putting a lot on it, aren't you? But yeah, I ended up working there almost 2 years, and the company went under. And when they're down to their like last 10 employees, I was one of them. And when that dude who saw me in the parking lot, like one of the very few last days, and they're shutting the company down, he's like, dude, it's kind of a trip. I did not want to hire you. And look, here you are, like one of the very last people, the company. Like one of the last 10 to go. The company's shut down. Oh, yeah, motherfucker, remember that shit. Anyway, be that as it may, man. After that job ended, I wanted this job I went to a temp serve. Put application out, pulled my same old trick with the air conditioning company. Like, hey, call my friends, give me like more reference. I work for this company, this. And they called, oh, you got air conditioning experience. I go, yeah. He goes, come on down. So I show up and he's like, oh. He's like, what's up with all these tattoos? Like, I'm like, dude, you're blasted. What do you look like that for? I'm like, oh, I just got like a couple things. Like, I didn't know it was too big of a problem. Like, I can cover a lot of this shit up, man. If you think about it. And he just wasn't feeling it. He's like, I can't send you anywhere. I'm like, dude, you're giving me a complex, dude. You're really working on my self-esteem right now. Like, you just literally can't take me anywhere? There's nothing for me? Am I that grotesque? Am I the elephant man? You don't make people cringe like that. What's wrong? Your tattoos are disgusting. He goes, I'll tell you what I could do. There's one job I have that I've had people quit every day. I send someone, they work for a couple hours, and they quit. No one will work this job. I'll send you there because no one else will do it. What it is, there's this house. They want to knock a foot of concrete. You walk in this house, I guess they wanted more room? I don't know how they fucking want to concrete the whole house and knock a foot. Why was that foot of concrete even there? Back the truck up! Let's go ahead and fill this motherfucker up with a foot. More concrete, more. So they just filled up this house, knock it down. I get there, 90-pound jackhammer, 2 other dudes. They're all fighting over who runs the jackhammer. They don't want to run it. They want the other guy to run it while they pick the rock up and go outside a little bit. I'm like, I'll run it. Give me the task, dude. I'll fucking knock this shit out. I don't care. I don't want to pick up your rocks. Eat my dust, dude. Give me that jackhammer. Brrr. So I kick ass. We finish the job in a week instead of 2. I go back to the temp serve. They even called and said, really impressed this guy. And like they're impressed. They didn't care about the tats. No one was tripping. I did a great job. What else you got for me? Surely I've earned your respect. You can send me somewhere else. Like, no. I got nothing for you. You can work for them and them only. They don't want you right now. They said they'll call you in a week. So for a while, it was like a week on, a week off with these people. Until finally I realized there was only one other dude I was working with. And he wasn't even the boss or nothing. He'd be like, no, I don't need you tomorrow, Kris. And I'm like, dude, after a while, what do you mean you don't need me tomorrow? Why are you acting like you signed my check, bro? Why don't you have me come in tomorrow and I can sit around with you? Or walk around picking up trash. Why are you the only one sitting around picking up trash and making money while I'm at home not making shit? You're not signing my check. Have me to come in. The owner, the boss ain't gonna care. Oh, you had Kris come in? Why? There's nothing to do. You're the one making it like that, bro. He's like, all right, fuck it. I kind of bullied my way in. Like, I'm coming in tomorrow. So finally I just start working all the time. Every fucking day. But then what we do is we go, it was a real GED, like no high school diploma type ass having job. We would just go to a construction job they built and pick up all the trash. Trash collectors, just picking up trash from a new house that they built it. All the people of the trades would come in and use their magical tools, build their wonderful house, use their trades, and I'm coming in picking up trash. Blah, 2 + 2 is 4. Pick up trash, brain dead, pass the bong. I wanted something better, I want something more. Then the carpenter saw me. People building the house, they said, dude, you kick ass, dude. You're all over the place, you're kicking ass, we want you to work for us. I go, okay, well, can I give a notice to these people? Can I tell them that, no notice. We got this job now and ready. You're going to have to just quit and just tell them, sorry, Spencer, meet us Monday over here. I'm like, all right. So I tell the dealers work for, sorry, I'm quitting, I'm going over here. Is it with the carpenters? I go, yeah. He goes, I'm happy for you, better job, more money, but I wish you can give us a little bit of a notice so we made a bind. Sorry, you'll get out of it. Anyway, be that as it may. So I go my first day with the carpenters. They want me, they're going to build this big old house. They need me as a helper out there. I'm real excited. And then we get there. And the fucking house they're building is for this dude who owns a construction company, has his own helpers there. He's like, hey, we don't need any of your helpers, but does they have one helper, me? We don't need your helper. I got my own helpers. They'll look at me like an extra. They look at me like I'm that 13th egg in a carton of eggs. Like, the fuck's this motherfucker? How many golf clubs, how many sticks, how many golf clubs are in a golf bag? 10? Looking at me like I'm that 11th golf club. Looking at me like I'm that 3rd shoe sitting there. What does that go on? Get this crap out of here. Get this piece of trash out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. He's extra. Dude, really laying it on thick. But then I fought back and said, dude, you guys can suck my ass because check this out. I quit a job to be here with you guys. That's dirty. So I quit and now you're going to say we don't need you. Oh, well, I guess we had this other job that we're like finishing up. You can come help us there. Like, we might need you, you might not. And that job was in McFarland. I live in Bakersfield, like a 20, 30-minute drive. I'm like, can I call you in the morning, see if I show up? No, just show up. I can't call first? Save myself a trip? No, show up. So I drive out there, half hour, show up. Do you need me? I don't know. Jesse, do we need here today? I don't know. And I'm just sitting there like, fuck, I wish I could hit these dudes with a pipe wrench. I wish I could throw a brick at them. Not really. I'm a pacifist. I'm not violent. No, I was like, I wish they would just fucking hold my hand and sing Kumbaya. I should have brought my acoustic. Dude, why'd they play games? I'm not knowing. But what else, man? How much time we got in? I don't know. Whoa, 22 minutes. That's great. I hate this motherfucker die. My notes really are chipper today, man. I don't understand it. I even used a highlighter. You'd think that'd make it easier. I like highlighters, man. To highlight things. So that last thing says, oh! I end up, when I went to that fucking, this is what I want to tell you. You better not die, you fucking phone, because you're going to love this. I end up working when I got the drilling rig job. My first day, I show up out there and stuff. I'm meeting all the people. This one dude just straight out fucking don't like me right away. I know when I meet someone, they don't like me. This dude didn't like me. And it's like, you're a prick, dude. Why would you not like me? I show up humble, ready to work, happy with a smile, and you're just giving me shit. You just didn't like me, dude. Whatever. Then one day I come pulling in, and I get out of my car, and there's someone saying, he's like, slow the fuck down. Told me that. I'm like, what? You didn't talk to me like that, dude? Look, I have a 2002 Toyota Camry. The driver's side door don't open. The AC and heater won't work unless I hit a bump. The windows don't roll down. It doesn't go fast, homeboy. It's what they call a 4-banger, 4-cylinder. Dude, I could have walked here faster. That's more comfortable in the car. Dude, I can't even drive fast. The fuck you talking about, you piece of shit? So anyway, slow the butt down. So I thought, okay. That's your one pass. Disrespect me. I'm just going to see what happens. I'm not going to say nothing. The next time you do anything like that to me, I'm going to fucking go off. It took like 2 weeks. Him and I are on a job. We're out doing this little drill thing. And I would have figured he would have liked me. Because I took his spot. It's a 2-man rig like I told you, remember? They lost a helper and this dude was the shop welder. He would weld buckets. It's all he did was weld. And since I needed an extra guy on the rig, they took him. He hated it. He'd say, hire someone else. I hate working the rig. I'm the shop welder. I don't want to be on this fucking rig. Say, hire me so he didn't have to go and he didn't like me. Dude, why did you dislike the motherfucker who's coming to make your life easier? Are you that big of a creep? Didn't like me. Slow the fuck down. So anyway, went out on a job, me the helper, the driller, then he went with us. He had to weld some fucking bullshit on the side of the pipes, but he has a little chicken shit welding thing to do out there. Anyway, as we're driving back after the job is done, him and I are in a truck together. I'm pissed off because it's a Friday. We're going to get there kind of late. I'm not going to really get my check. So I'm on the phone like, could someone get my check? Could someone hold it? They put it under the mat. I need my check. And then I was on the phone and he's like, hey man, he's driving. I don't want to be hearing you talk while I'm driving, which is true. We're in a truck with a coworker. But I wasn't all, dude, would you rather live in New Jersey or New Zealand? What state do you think uses more milk per capita? Brother, what's the tallest wave ever measured? No, I wasn't doing that shit. I'm like, I need my check. I'm official business. Somebody said that. I said, you shut the fuck up, dude. You put earplugs in if you don't want to hear me. I'm not going to listen to you, dude. I'm on the phone with some official business trying to get my check. You fuck off, homeboy. You pull over and you get out and walk around the truck till I'm done talking, or you put earplugs in, or I don't know what you're going to do, homeboy. You count to 10 in your head, take a deep breath. I'm not getting off the fucking phone. Fuck you. And he's like, okay, cool. After that, we were like this. We were cool. It took me snapping at him like, fuck you, don't be disrespectful to me, for him to like me. You know what it is? Sometimes people see a tatted down guy, all tattooed down, fresh from prison, and they think, I bet the motherfucker was only tough in prison. He probably ain't shit without his homeboys and his shank. I'm gonna see if I can punk the tattoo dude. Let's see if we could bitch this dude around. I don't even know this proper term. Bitch him out. Let's punk him. Let's bitch him. I don't know, is that a term? Let's bitch this guy? I don't know. Let's treat him like shit and disrespect this tattoo guy. He's probably only tough with his homeboys. They do that. It's a thing. You have to fucking stick up for yourself and tell him to fucking eat a bowl of dicks. I'm gonna cut the string, let it fly. Peace.